Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are in the car, which means we're going to Little Free Libraries, but it's a little bit different this time. So what I am doing is a Little Free Library reading challenge where basically I am going to go to Little Free Libraries and my goal is to get like 3 or 4 books. I want them to be books that I actually want to read, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow those books and then bring them back. If I choose to keep any book, then I have to go buy a copy of a book that I've read and enjoyed and put it into the Little Free Library that I got these books from. But the goal is to treat the Little Free Library like a library and read all the books that I pick up today in one weekend. So I'm definitely aiming for like 3 or 4, but if I only get 1 or 2, that's fine. Also, I just don't want to get like 12. We're gonna go out, we're gonna do this. Technically, I did go to the Little Free Library yesterday and I picked up 2 books, but I don't think I really want to read them, and that's not the goal of this video, so I'm gonna switch those out with something else and try to get up to 3 or 4 books that I can read this weekend. Do I have other books on my TBR? You know it, but we're gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this monthly if I can, if I have enough time with other things that I'm filming, but I just thought that this would be so much fun. And I love Little Free Library videos, and they do really well on my channel, so I wanted to add a little bit more Little Free Library content for you guys, and also to be able to enjoy them for myself more than once a month. So let's go do this. Okay, what even? This either is going to be amazing or terrible. It's called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I think that sounds hilarious. It's basically like half Abraham Lincoln biography and half fictional story, obviously. Oh my gosh. It's either going to be awful or great. I don't want it to be too scary, but like, I was just laughing like reading the synopsis, so I figured this would be fun to try. Okay, I did in fact pick up 4 books. So these, I found some pretty great stuff. First of all, the book that I haven't been pining over, but like when I saw it again, I was like, I really wanted this cover. It is Winter Weddings by Debbie McComber. I believe that's how you say her name. There are 2 stories in here, so I may just kind of decide what I want to read, but I'm going to give her 1 more chance, actually 2 more chances, because I have another one of her books for Blind Date with Bookmiss this year. I have to get out of this mail truck's way. Oh, crap. I'm currently parked in a no parking spot, so let's make this fast. Anyway, I will be reading Debbie McComber for Blind Date with Bookmiss, but I wanted to try this out because I just think this cover is beautiful. Like, easily one of the prettiest covers I've ever seen. Then, this book absolutely was cracking me up. Kind of like the Abraham Lincoln one, but in a different way. And in just a second I have to turn on my video, but I picked up The Rooster Bar. Basically it's about these guys who are in like this failing law school, and they have all this law school debt, and like what are they going to do about it. And I just feel like I went to a really great law school, but I also can relate to the like $200,000 of student loans, so I just had to read that. And then I picked up this because I was watching one of Oshina's vlogs earlier, and she was talking about Little Women, and I was saying how like I didn't like reading Little Women when I was a kid. But then I saw this and I was like, maybe I should try it again, because I do like the story, I just don't like reading it. But it's another kid version with like illustrations and stuff. So I was like, I'll try it this weekend, and then, you know, we'll just see how it goes. I have to now go. I need to turn on my video, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I also set up on my community page a little poll where I basically am asking you guys to tell me what to read first based off of emojis that I think of with these titles. So we'll see what you guys say when you don't know exactly what books they are yet. Do you guys ever just get a vibe that you got a package? I just felt weird. And I was like, I'm gonna check and see if I got my book. And it said it had been delivered. And here it is. So we're adding this to this vlog. Of course, this has nothing to do with this weekend's reading. This is for February, but I got it, so let's open it. I forgot I got paperback. Yes, I love a paperback book. I don't know why, I just prefer it to hardback. Like, hardback has the pretty covers, but like paperback just feels good, you know? Oh my gosh, it's even prettier in person. Stop. Look how gorgeous that is. You guys can't even tell how pretty it is in person. I didn't know it had the little shinies at the bottom. This is going to be, spoiler alert, something that I'm reading in February, and I will talk more about that in my TBR video. I've wanted this for so long. I think I read the original White Fox book 2 years ago, so I've been wanting this for a minute. Oh my gosh. In their quest to become human, White Fox, Dyla, and his animal friends must follow the Moonstone's guiding light. But when they reach an enchanted forest, they are faced by the ultimate test. An epic tale of friendship, bravery, and sacrifice awaits. I hope none of that was spoilery. I don't remember. I don't think it was. I'm excited. You guys know that I do not love the like helping baby animals in middle grade trope, but I love when the book is just animal characters, and that's what this is. And it's so cute. I can't wait to read it for something in February. If you know anything about this book, you can probably guess what that is, but I'm so happy it's here. It's so pretty. Let's do some B-roll. First of all, I just want to say, like, yes, I have lots of books that I still need to read this month. My intention originally was to do this vlog at the end of all my TBR reading, so I would have like finished reading everything and then do the little free library reading challenge, but I just need some extra time to do my Jane Austen reading, so I'm doing this first and then going to do the Jane Austen. It will just work better this way. Secondly, I do not have to finish any of these books. This is literally just for fun. It's just to try out books that I might pick up in a little free library, but then they'd be sitting in my physical TBR for who knows how long, and I would rather just like try them out, read them, or DNF them, whatever, and then return them, and then just move on with my life. It's just like for fun to have some extra like little free library time. I was in the car, I set up a poll where you guys could vote on what book I can start with. It's been a couple hours, and currently the votes are at 50-50 between two of them. But the thing is, I really need to get reading. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, like, these are the three options 2 of those were chosen. I think people are currently choosing these 2. I think I'm on cinematic, hold on. I think people are currently choosing between these 2, so we'll see what is chosen there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read this kids version of Little Women, Junior Classics for Young Readers. I'm just gonna go through and really quickly read this because like the font is, it's literally like a chapter book for like 3rd graders, so I should be able to get through this really quickly. So I'm gonna read this and then we'll see what people vote on. We'll just go from there. I'm so excited. Let's get into this. Okay, I finished this edition of Little Women. It is adapted for children, obviously. It's a little bit different from the real story. I liked it fine. I'm just more and more convinced this story is just not for me. And it's just always been that way. It's probably always going to be that way, and that's okay. Don't feel the need to keep this, so this will go right back to the little free library, and I don't need to replace it with anything. Well, this book has gotten some votes now. It is still a tie between these 2. So I'm gonna go ahead, as much as I want to try this one out, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into The Rooster Bar by John Grisham. We'll see what we think of this. I'm just interested to try it out. Okay, I have problems with the like reality of this. It's talking, I know it's fiction, I get it, but it's talking about like DC being one of the harder bar exams. DC doesn't have their own bar exam, their uniform bar exam. Up to page 42. And right now, I'm not sure where this is going. Like, I get that they're in an absolute train wreck. Like, the stuff written in here is just ridiculous. I'm sure it's intentionally that way based on the story, but, like, it's just so nonsensical. So unrealistic for the way that, like, law schools and the bar and LSATs work. Like, it's just where the story is going, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna, like, be able to be that interested for 400 pages. So I think I'm gonna put this down and pick up the next highest voted for, which is none other than Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And also I just want to say, like, this is the fun of this challenge. Like, none of these books are on my TBR, so I don't have to finish any of them if I don't want to. We love it. Just a little bit of mood reading, you know? Anyway. Okay, I have been reading this and I'm up to page 55, and up until now it's been really good. I mean, there are definitely issues with it, and there is a lot of language in here, but something just happened in the story that I'm not sure that I want to keep reading. And it wasn't like a scary thing, it was like just not okay. But I don't want to say it because that would be a spoiler. So I am potentially DNFing this as well. The only other book that I have is this Debbie McComber book, which is 2 different stories. I just love the cover. It's so pretty. Like, I literally might keep this just because it's pretty. Depends on what I think of the stories. Okay, so far this is definitely like cliche, insta-lovey nonsense, but I'm enjoying it and I'm not DNFing it yet. And the simple fact is, I could absolutely power through and read both of these. This one's just so... the situation is so laughable. And I'm sure that's completely intentional, but then it's like a very financial focused book. And do I really want to read a book that's like entirely about a case of finances? Not really. And then this one, I was definitely enjoying. Sure, it's creepy and spooky and like, yeah, it is. But that's not why I'm DNFing it. It just, something that happened is more of a faith issue for me that is just a no from me. So I did go ahead and DNF this, even though I'm definitely interested in the story. It was super quick moving, super fun to read. Oh, also, I wanted to address, I had sent one of the gifts that I gave out for the Bookmas giveaways was actually like a real copy of Little Women, which is so great because I love that people love it. I just wish I was one of those people. I'm just not, and that's okay. But like the one that I sent out, I thought was so pretty. Anyway, I did just want to say that because I totally forgot that that is one that I had sent out, and then it's like I'm talking like bad about the book almost, but no, like it's just not for me. That's all. Now, we're getting back to this. I am going to get on with chapter 2 in this book. We shall see. It's so insta-lovey. I don't even know where it came from. Like, what is the deal with this? But we're gonna see if I like this. If not, she may just not be an author for me. If you are watching this still, go ahead and leave the emoji where with the girl or guy, if you're a guy, crossing their arms like this in honor of our DNFs. Okay, so first of all, it looks like I might be keeping this with the tabbing. I did DNF the first story because it was literally so annoying. Basically, grown adults acting like 12-year-olds. Just no, it wasn't like at the point that I was reading, it wasn't an open door romance, but it was definitely getting there. And I just, for so many reasons, I was like, forget this, I'm not reading this. And I was thinking that I might end up DNFing the whole book. But since it does have 2 stories, I went ahead and I started the second one, which is actually shorter than the first one. And as you can tell, I'm already tabbing it and very much more enjoying the second one. Okay guys, it's just about midnight and I just submitted the paper that is due tomorrow, but I don't want to be doing any schoolwork on Sundays, so I'm going to try really hard to make sure that it is done Saturday nights. So I'm done with my discussion boards, I'm done with my paper, all good for week 1. I'll get back to work on Monday, and then let's address my reading. Definitely enjoying this still. I don't have that much left to go. So there's a very good chance, if I do read tomorrow, there's a very good chance that I will finish this tomorrow and then potentially start on my Jane Austen reading. However, tomorrow I will not be filming because it is my day off of Booktube and Bookstagram. I will resume filming Monday morning. I will then update you on what I think of this Monday morning and then let you know if I started on the Jane Austen reading. We shall see. But then I will start that vlog Monday morning, regardless of if I read any Jane Austen works tomorrow. Basically, it's just on Sunday I can read, but I don't have to. I just don't film it. So that's my like free reading day, so to speak. Hey guys, happy Monday. Just wanted to follow up with these books. So you guys know I finished Little Women, obviously. I did decide to officially DNF both Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter and The Rooster Bar. I couldn't take it seriously, and I was just like laughing at it the whole time. Like, this is so ridiculous, which I think is intentional, but I could be wrong. This was a little bit scary, but I didn't DNF it because it was scary. I DNF'd it for faith reasons. Just something that happened really rubbed me the wrong way, to be honest. I just didn't want to keep reading it. And because these are not TBR books, I didn't have to finish them, so I DNF'd those two. Then I got to this book, which is called Winter Weddings by Debbie McComber, and it has 2 stories in it. I had started the first story, The Sheriff Takes a Wife, and I hated it. It was so insta-love. I keep saying it's 2 grown adults acting like teenagers for no reason whatsoever, because they're just like acting like they've never been interested in another person in their entire lives, and now finally they find someone they're interested in, so they're like all over each other for literally nothing. And it just was so irritating, and more interested in the main character's sister's storyline because she had just had a baby, which is first chapter stuff. It's not spoilery, but I just wasn't gonna push through it. I did read the second story in here, which is called First Comes Marriage, and essentially the woman's grandfather kind of arranges a marriage for her, and you guys will see that I did tab some quotes. However, I had problems with this, and I am going to unhaul it and not going to reread it because it took a little bit to get into. There was some language, which you guys know I don't really like in books. It's not open door romance per se, like it's not explicit in that sense, but there's kissing, but it's very, very descriptive, and it's just more than what I want to read. So I'm not going to keep this, although I am going to go through and like write out all the notes, or like write out all the quotes that I had taken note of, just because I'm getting a little bit into tabbing. Like, what is Booktube doing to me? I don't even know, but I really liked those quotes and I want to remember them, but I'm not going to reread the book. Also, I love the cover, but you know what? It's on this video. It's on Goodreads if I really want to look at it. I will not be buying any books to put in a little free library because all 4 of these will be returned to the little free libraries when I do my little free library haul and unhaul video. With that, that is everything for this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you're looking forward to me doing this again, because even though I DNF'd 3 out of the 5 stories included in these 4 books, I still am really happy about that, because I would have probably picked up all of these at a little free library, and then they would have sat in my physical TBR for who knows how long, only for me to not like them and to just DNF or unhaul them in the end anyway. So I'm glad that I did this, because honing my reading taste and like my knowledge of what works for me, what I like, and I know a little bit better what to look for and what not to look for. If you have not already and you're still watching this video, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss the next video, which is going to be my Jane Austen reading vlog. And spoiler alert, I am so excited to get into this. It's my handwritten copy. Is that what it's called? Handwritten classics copy of Persuasion that I got for Christmas. I haven't even opened the plastic. Can't wait to get into this. Oh my gosh. Is there any chance I'm gonna finish this in the next few days? Probably not, but I'm at least gonna get to start it. And I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!